Welcome back into Eye on Agriculture. I'm Britton Rucker. We've seen the market flux with grain prices in the past few years, and many are wondering where they stand now and where they are headed. We're bringing in Dan O'Brien, Kansas State University agricultural economist. Dan, where do we stand at the moment with the grain market?
A lot of farmers would say we're subdued in terms of not having a lot of volatility at this time. We're sitting at just the very beginning parts of planting. If you look at the latest numbers for corn in Kansas, we're as of April 21st about 26% planted, and that's about 8% ahead of normal. So that's we're into the mode where we're focusing on field work and all sorts of things. The actual prices are affected by the carryover of relatively sizable crops last year and still questions in South America between, for the corn and soybean markets, still uncertainty about how the corn and soybean crops in Argentina and Brazil will work out. In the wheat market, now you've got some drought creeping into the Black Sea region, which has brought some strength to wheat prices. So overall, I think we're at prices that are just marginally at near cost of production, not any great profits at this time, and that's far different from where we were 1 or 2 years ago when we had the Black Sea region war first came on. We had a lot of volatility, and we had some real dry conditions about 2 or 3 years ago. That really sent us high. Brittany, I think the real issue is that we're probably in a position to get the crops planted, and then there are some worrisome weather forecasts out into July, August, September as we transition out of La Nina into an El Nino type of a pattern, and that the weather patterns back and forth have brought us into some issues where we're questioning how hot and dry things will be out in the summer, so I guess I would say that right now the markets are assuming a normal crop going forward for the rest of this summer, but still those that are professional worriers like myself, ag economists, we're still wondering about how weather and such will work out, and the weather forecasts aren't that terribly settled yet as to how it will.
Dan, any quick final thoughts for producers?
Right now, the name of the game is to get a good crop and to have lots of bushels to protect themselves from what may come about with low prices. And at this time, we have as much hope as we normally have. That as we get the crops in and underway, that will come out with a good year, and we'll just have to see how the weather works out.
Well, Dan, thanks so much for coming on and chatting with me today. Everyone, stick around. Eye on Ag. We'll be back after the break.